My name is Peter Schmidt-Hansen and I run the Brands and Strategy unit of the Brand Leadership Programme. In this unit we're taking a very fresh look at the way in which brands are challenged these days. It's probably fair to say that brands have never faced so many challenges, but nor fair to say that they've never faced so many opportunities before. And smart brands can really grasp these opportunities if they move quickly. Let's take a few examples of the challenges that brands are facing. For example, people. People are changing all the time and brands have to change with those people. People are living longer these days than they ever were before, and that means that there's a whole rump of people out there who have got money, who've got time, whom brands can interact with. These older people, they're confident, and as never before, they've got spending power. We also see that people are wealthier these days than they were in the past. It used to be the case that there were haves and have-nots. Now you've got haves, have-nots and have-lots, and this is reflected in the brand stretching we see taking place. Take watches, for example. It used to be the case that most watch companies produced for the masses, but these days some of the ultra-luxury brands, they are stretching those brands. So we're seeing watches which can now cost £175,000, £200,000. And what they're doing, they're stretching their brands to cater for the new demographics. Other things that have happened are changes to technology. It used to be the case that brands advertised their goods, their brands, their products using mass media, but we now ignore mass media. We haven't got the time to pay attention to mass media. We sit in front of the television, we zap through commercials, and the mass media impact that used to be there isn't there anymore. The way we live our lives is often through digital media. We will sit in front of our computers, we will communicate with people at the other side of the world, and what it means is that traditional mass media methods are dying. And what brands have got to do is they've got to try and find new touch points with consumers using digital media. So things like Facebook, Twitter, for example, becoming very popular with brands. But that's not to say that these methods are a cure-all. They're not going to guarantee success in their own rights. What we've got to do is try and find strategies for these brands which mix traditional media, new media, in really creative ways that actually make some sort of resonance with consumers. And that's not easy to do. There's an awful lot of brands out there competing for very few consumers. The challenges that face brands these days, that of changing people, changing technologies, mean that brands are actually facing a very tough dilemma. Should they change or should they not change? And actually what we find in reality is that brands have to do a bit of both. Successful brands are those that hang on to their history and their heritage. If you like, brands have to have an anchor holding them to their past, a past which people, which consumers can hold on to. But they also need to move forward into the future. So as well as having these anchors on their brands, they also need to change their brands to fall in line with new expectations, with new technologies, with new opportunities, which essentially means a twin strategy. The old strategy, where some elements of the brands don't change, are all about efficiency, reducing cost, but yet maintaining the same message. The new exciting developments on those brands is all about creativity. The costs might be higher, it's not so much about efficiency, it's more about being able to move in and out of markets very quickly. And trying to match the old with the new is a real challenge for many brands. That's the sort of thing that we're going to be exploring in practical ways on the unit. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you on the unit. We're going to have a lot of fun together. It's not about me telling you what to do, it's about you exploring what can be done, developing your skills, building your confidence, and being in a position where you can offer real solutions to real companies.